Throughout 2021, the Corps has once again been at the forefront of army and defence activity, both in the United Kingdom and overseas. The tempo has been unrelenting, with our people, both regular and reserve, engaged across the full spectrum of logistic tasks, operating in uncertain and challenging contexts. The year is ending as it started off, with RLC soldiers deployed en masse across the country, providing a vital role in support of the regional ambulance services. Our drivers and support crews have been critical to relieving the burden on paramedics and NHS staff and have saved countless lives. I would like to pay tribute to the hundreds of soldiers that have undertaken this task this year, and also make a special mention to 7 Regiment currently in Scotland and 4 Regiment with elements of 1 Regiment in Wales who remain on task over the Christmas period. Early in the year, our people were right at the heart of the Vaccine Delivery Task Force, planning and enabling the swift rollout of COVID vaccinations, which has helped the nation return to some semblance of normality. In the autumn, our soldiers once again came to the nation's aid during the fuel crisis, where the Corps provided a large percentage of the defence effort, driving tankers to deliver much needed fuel supplies to forecourts, keeping supply chains up and running. This year, we've time and time again shown our ability to adapt to rapidly emerging challenges, and our people have shown resilience, agility and professionalism. In April this year, 27 Regiment and 20 Transport Squadron played a crucial role providing support for the funeral of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh. During the summer, 27 Regiment successfully completed public duties in London and Windsor, representing the Corps superbly during a challenging period of COVID restrictions. 11 EOD and Search Regiment have been busy again supporting the G7 summit in Cornwall and COP26 in Glasgow, and remain fully committed to UK Ops 24/7 with more than 200 personnel at 10 minutes notice to move.
In August, the soldiers and officers of the Corps made an outstanding contribution to Op Pittin in Afghanistan, which saw the evacuation of 15,000 people from Kabul. RLT personnel were involved at every stage in this process, from the forward elements in Kabul to those in Minhad, Cyprus, Brize Norton and the Joint Air Mountain Centre. It was a real team effort from across the Corps. Special mention must go to the teams from 13 Regiment, 29 Regiment, 11 Regiment, 9 Regiment and Headquarters 104 Brigade, as well as many soldiers at first line across 16 Brigade. Under significant time constraints, our units deployed personnel and support at pace and displayed professionalism, adaptability, courage and sensitivity in the toughest of situations.
Our other overseas commitments have seen 6 Regiment deployed to Cyprus on Op Tosca for 6 months, with reserve contingents from 150, 159 and 158 regiments. 3 Regiment have provided enduring support to NATO and Hearts Forward presence in Estonia, deploying soldiers on Op Kabrit throughout 2021. For much of the year, 104 Brigade units deployed to Greece on Exercise Defender, once again working with our US allies to test theatre setting capabilities and further interoperability. There have been too many individual successes to mention, but we have been reminded time and time again that people are our greatest asset and that our skills as professional logisticians are paramount. You should all be very proud of your achievements this year. 2021 has been an eventful year for the RHQ in our new home in Worthy Down, and during the second half of the year we've been able to return to a full programme of core events. A real highlight was the opening of our fantastic new RLC Museum in May by Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal, who is now the museum's patron.
Our Colonel-in-Chief has continued to take a keen interest in the Corps, with Her Royal Highness visiting 3 Regiment, 25 Regiment, DST and DCLPA this year. In July, we were delighted to appoint 4 of our heads of trade to the rank of Conductor, the most senior soldier rank in the British Army, at the Conductor's Parchment ceremony held at the museum. This year has seen the return of competitive sport, and we were delighted to be able to celebrate the sporting successes from the 1920 season at the RLC Sports Awards in Bicester in October. It was wonderful to have so many attend to witness our talented sportsmen and women receive their awards. 6 Regiment deserve a special mention for winning the Army Sports Trophy, the most successful major unit for the 2nd successive season, an outstanding achievement. We've also been able to restart our annual Corps level inter-unit competitions and military skills events. In October, 25 Regiment hosted the RLC Military Skills Competition at Leconfield, which was a huge success despite some particularly challenging weather. The same weekend, chefs from across the Corps battled it out on Exercise Sustainer, hosted superbly by 167 Regiment in Grantham. Later in the autumn, 154 Regiment hosted an outstanding exercise Mudmaster in multiple locations across Scotland, which saw our regular and reserve units test their driving skills in some demanding conditions. In November, we were very proud to have the first RLC Veterans marching contingent at the Cenotaph in Whitehall, which marks the coming of age for the RLC Association.
It is impossible to predict what 2022 will hold. What is certain is that the future looks extremely bright for the Corps. Future Soldier has set out our regimental structure for the near term, and there are real opportunities for our people, both in the regular and the reserve. Our skills as professional logisticians are in more demand than ever, and the Army and Defence will continue to depend on us both in the UK and overseas. As always, we cannot do what we do without the support of our loved ones and families. A huge thank you from the Corps for all the support you give us. Wherever you are over Christmas, whether you're on duty or at home with loved ones, may I wish you all a wonderful festive period and a happy and prosperous New Year.